Just got this mic sitting in front of me the whole show for no reason. Now? Cool. Alright. Alright. We are on. Get this.
Pull it up on the iPad.
They already have wobbly walrus shirts.
God. Of course.
They're fucking on it with that, man.
Oh yeah. Merch freak, Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't care about YouTube Premium.
Alrighty. Let me just make sure the thumbnail's up here and we're good. I'll pull up the chat. We're good to go.
Nice, nice.
Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus were sitting courtside virtually for Game 7 of the Raptors and the Celtics. I wonder who won that game, by the way.
I'm dead. Fucking marks.
Oh, I think they're playing now. Let me check the score. Oh, in a second. Cool. Alright, well, if this thing would hurry up and refresh, then we could get started. Alright, it seems to be working on my phone, so I'll pull up the chat. Oh, and there it goes. Alright, well,
Yeah.
anyway. Alrighty, so... Oh, shit, I gotta get a match started. Just looking at the blank screen. Okay, I think I have a leftover one. Yeah, I do. Here we go. Alright, here we go. Bobby Lashley versus Matt Riddle. There you go. Enjoy. Alright.
God damn.
What is going on, guys? We are live with yet again another edition of the Notorious Tales podcast, and on this episode we have the news. And if you guys do not know how this podcast works, obviously Friday we do the news, and any other time during the week we do Notorious Unscripted, which is basically our show where we enjoy. But okay, now God, this is horrible.
Oh my god.
Okay, where was I at? Oh, yes, and any other time of the week, we do our episode called Notorious Unscripted, where we go unscripted, basically, and talk about whatever the fuck we want to, because this is our show, and we can do that. Now, for this episode, you guys, like I said, we have the news. So yeah, I honestly can't promise you guys how long this episode will be, because there is jack shit in the news this week. Aside from a few things, but other than that, there's not really much of anything to talk about. So here goes nothing, man. If you guys have not watched this podcast before, and you guys do not know who I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the Notorious Tales podcast, and as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. How's it going, man?
It's going good, bro. It's going good. Today was a good day. Just chilled out, did my normal thing I do every day. Watched SmackDown. That show fucking sucked. I'm surprised that I should have fell asleep during that show. I think about it, that would have been the perfect time to nap, because that show's god awful, man. SmackDown killed me. I'm still waking up from it, even though I didn't even fall asleep. But yeah, bro, the day itself was good. It was. So, how's your day, bro?
It was a day, I tell you. Not much. I just hung out with the lady. Going through the family motions. So that's always fun. Going through the family motions. It's not actually fun. And then I was working on some stuff for my 2-year anniversary coming up, and then I watched fucking SmackDown. So. I basically was working on the thing that I can't say during SmackDown, so that's what kept me up.
Most definitely.
Yeah, and now I'm here, bro. So that's my life today.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, man. So without further ado, if I could just pull my iPad up here, we can get started on the stories. So yeah, again, guys, we don't have predictions or anything here released, so. No promises on how long we'll be on here, but who knows? Maybe these always seem to be the episodes where we're here for 2.5 hours. So anyway,
Sure.
Starting off, man, we got some news about. I think it was Wednesday. So early Wednesday morning, we got word that there are we got word that there are oh, you haven't even seen it yet.
Oh,
I'll look
God.
at it. So early Wednesday morning, we got word that WWE was going through a second wave of releases, and literally later in the day, man, we ended up getting word that WWE employee of 36 years, yes, 36 years, this man has been with the company as long as WrestleMania has been around, Gerald Briscoe, who has, not wrestled, I was going to say wrestled, who has been employed under many positions. I think he's been a producer, he used to be a talent scout, an agent, a producer. I think I said a producer, but
Hmm.
various things backstage, various positions. And he's been with the company since 1984, which is, like I said, as old as WrestleMania. So, um, yeah, and WWE, or Gerald Briscoe rather, came out and said that he got a phone call from Vince McMahon late Tuesday night, and Vince McMahon told him that he was no longer needed in WWE. So after 36 years, and they attempt to do this shit a lot. They did it with Jim Johnston. And that one was really stupid considering how most of the theme songs turn out nowadays, but they tend to do this with these people that are WWE lifers and troopers, and
Hmm.
they end up screwing them, and they release them for seemingly no reason, just because. I guess Vince McMahon's shiny new toy mindset doesn't only go for talents, as it goes for
Hmm.
backstage people clearly as well. And not only that, but also the release of WWE producer and backstage agent Mike, I think his name's Mike Rotunda, IRS, Bray Wyatt's dad, Bo Dallas's dad, um, was released as well, man. And my quick thoughts on this. It's the same. It's the same thing with the talent. It's the same exact thing. I mean, these people still have jobs. These people, just because they're not as an important role as maybe an EC3. Well, not really, but you get what I'm saying. They're not talent, but they're still people that have bills. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
you know what I mean? Working for WWE, I wouldn't think that they went with the cheapest house and the cheapest anything really. So bills got to be expensive, right? Because they're making a lot of money with WWE, I'm sure, and it's absolutely just heartless, especially a guy like Gerald Briscoe. Um,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like Mike Rotunda's messed up too, but at the same time, WWE runs through so many of those ex superstars that turned backstage agents. They were gonna do the shit with Matt Hardy if he wouldn't have left, but uh, yeah, a guy like Gerald Briscoe, when you've been working for somewhere so long, and then they just up and give you the finger and tell you to move on, it's just like the fuck. Um,
Seriously.
especially to the point where he's older now, so he's. I'm pretty sure he thought that that was going to be his job for the rest of his life. So it's absolutely fucked up. Especially somebody that you're making pay cuts when your company is doing or Vince McMahon's net worth has went up. It doesn't make any sense. You're making more money. I don't know how, but they're making more money. And during the pandemic, even though I just have to bring this up, during the pandemic, even though there was no live sports in the beginning of it, WWE was the only thing on, and they were still getting the lowest ratings ever. It's kind of sad, but I don't
Hmm.
know. I don't know. But what do you think about this news, man?
Fucking sucked for them, man. Vince McMahon, WWE, people who expect so much loyalty from the people they employ,
Oh yeah.
they give none of it back. Especially to these long time veterans. 36 years, bro. 36 years. So, he was hired probably the first year that WrestleMania happened. And he's been with them ever since, through every era, through every single person. He's been there. And Tuesday night just gets a call that he's not needed anymore. God, can someone give that call to Vince? Because he's not needed anymore. But, like, that's just fucked up, bro. Like, they give their life to your company, to you. And after all this time, when they think definitely by now, Briscoe would have thought, yeah, I've been settled down. This is my life. I'll retire, have enough, whatever. And now he's out of a job. And like you said, dude's probably got a nice house, probably got a nice car, probably got a nice wife. You know, shit is expensive, bruh. Um, and how else are you gonna pay for that with no job unless someone else hires them? Which, someone with his experience in this business, he probably does have good options. I would hope so for him. But it's just the fact that Vince McMahon goes and leaves that to his guys, man. And IRS too, bro. Apparently, I learned he's been in the company since '06. Been a producer since '06, and you
Wow,
just
did
do
not
this
know
to him
that.
now. Yeah. What is
Wow,
that?
that's
14 years?
14 years. Yeah,
Then he just gets let go, man. That fucking sucks. That's not right, man. Because, like I said, they expect so much loyalty
yeah,
from everyone, and they give nothing back. So that's just the hypocrisy of Vince McMahon, bro. Um, I I think this whole year for this company has just shown from talent to producers to fucking crew guys, because apparently a lot of crew guys were released too,
yeah.
like 70 of them. Like, it just goes to show, don't don't come don't come to WWE no matter what you do, because they don't give a fuck about you, bro, and that's just how it is, bro. So if you want to go do something in this business, I say don't go to WWE, man, unless they need you. They're not gonna give a fuck about you. And the second your need for them or you runs out, you're gone. You're fucked. Whether it's creatively or just job wise. And that's just the sad truth of Vince McMahon, bro. And even though those who can probably find work easily, man, it's still the fact that what happened, bro. Vince is just another instance of Vince just being that good old piece of shit Vince, man. And that just sucks, man. That shouldn't have happened to these guys. But it's just, what do you expect? Who's next at this point? That's the real question. Just
Yeah,
who's next?
yeah, man, 100%. I mean, yeah, I mean, I didn't even think of looking at it the way you thought about it, but yeah, I mean, for a company that expects so much out of people, they give so little of it back. And I know if I'm Vince McMahon, like if I'm running a company, um, I'm gonna want a team of my guys. You know what I mean? That like I trust.
Mm-hmm.
So to go and release people like that, just up and release people like that is like, or why does he have to run through so many executive producers anyway? Why doesn't he just get people
I
he
know.
trusts?
Seriously.
It's
Makes
ridiculous
no sense.
at that point. Yeah, we got a lot more news on Vince McMahon, but we will get back to that a little later because one of the smaller stories, we seen it tonight on SmackDown, but so we have been getting we have been getting these mystery SmackDown woman debuts, kind of, or like vignettes rather, um, and a lot of people, it was leading a lot of people to believe that it was none other than Eva Marie. I can't express to you how bad that would have been, but bit more good news. Those rumors seem to be false, and it is apparent that the SmackDown mystery woman is Carmella, and I think it made it really obvious tonight, but it is none other than
Mm-hmm.
Carmella, somebody who was originally planned to be in Retribution. So there you go, man.
God.
My thoughts. Like I don't know. I just never liked Carmella since she wasn't with Enzo and Cass. Ever since she was like SmackDown Women's Champion and like the first person to like pin Asuka. Never liked Carmella. Hated that SmackDown Women's Championship run. Um, if you've been a subscriber to this channel way back when, you know of my disdain for Carmella. So there you go, man. But yeah, what do I think about this? I don't care. I think I think the only two women that I seem to be interested in, and well, I guess you could say three, but the only three women that I seem to be interested in on the SmackDown brand is Bailey, Sasha, and at the moment Alexa Bliss. So other than that, I don't know where they're all. I do not know where all their talent went. I have no clue where it went, but I don't know. I don't know if it's just that they ruined everybody or everybody's injured, which I kind of think it's a little bit of both of those because I
Mm-hmm.
have no idea. Like back in 2017, I was looking at this roster up and down and I'm like, wow, that's a really good roster. Even the women, not even just the tag teams, because we make enough tag team jokes to fill up a whole episode of Unscripted about how all their talent has just, all their tag team people gone. But the women, especially, why does it feel like all of a sudden there's like four women across both of the shows that are like good? Maybe not even
Mm-hmm.
that. Like, what happened to everybody? I mean, Becky's gone, Ember's gone, Charlotte's gone. Well, Charlotte, I could do without her anyway, but who
Like,
else? Like, I feel like I'm missing so many people that used to be employed to this company. Like, where the hell did they all go?
seriously.
I have no idea, but this women's division felt way more stacked back in like 2017 or 2018 because I genuinely have no idea what happened to everybody. Um, the men, on the other hand, is a different story. They have the talent there. Those guys haven't went anywhere. They all sign long-term deals, so they're still there. They're just not being used. But especially the women, like, what the hell happened to everybody? I feel like this women's division was so stacked at one point, but I mean, the women's division hasn't really ever been good since like the Becky era. But I mean, I guess you could kind of say Sasha. No, not even them, because they done carried the fucking division on their back. But I don't know what happened to all the women, man. Nobody seems to be good anymore. Other you have EO too, but what they do to, well, I'd like to think as NXT is underground. I know the truth. But especially when it comes to NXT. But yeah, man. I don't care. I don't care about Carmella. She's probably just gonna be like a high class version of Lacey Evans. She's just gonna
Mm-hmm.
wear expensive dresses and fur coats, like how Lacey Evans wears dresses like a mom from the 1960s. So there you go, man. But I don't care. I the like I don't know. It's good to have more women on the roster, I guess. But who's gonna give a shit about Carmella? What do you think about this, man?
God, Carmella, she's this person, okay? It was made clear tonight, the blonde hair, and it was so obvious, but like, bro, first of all, if she is on SmackDown, what the fuck is she gonna do? Because the SmackDown division is clearly held up with Bayley and Sasha, or they'll probably have Carmella for like, filler until Sasha comes back.
Yeah,
I can see.
cause her and Bailey are best friends, so Bailey probably vouched to
Oh,
work with her.
yeah. True, true. Yep.
Just thinking
That's what
about
they're gonna
that.
do, man. But yeah, Carmella's back. She was. A lot of people were also saying that this mystery person was gonna be what's her name? Chelsea Green.
Bruh.
Chelsea Green. A lot of people were gonna say it was her, and that just goes to show how floppy they are with Retribution because both of those women were supposed to be Retribution at different points in this fucking faction's history. So, and they only exist for like a month and a half, barely, and they've already had such a shaky history with this fucking faction. It's sad. It really is, bro. But yeah, bro, Carmella's back. Well, why? First of all, like, the SmackDown division's already kind of filled up. She could probably go to Raw, and I mean, Raw's the women's division, man. But yeah, I mean, it's that she'd have more room. But just she, she will probably be that like Lacey Evans type person, but in her own way. Because I hope they kill that Velez money shit, or they'll probably just make it even worse with this man. But yeah, Carmella's coming back. It's good for Corey Graves, I guess, because it
Bruh.
doesn't help anybody else because she can't wrestle. And last time she's been on TV, at least, if she fucking learned in this period of time, then good. But is she? Most likely not. So she can't wrestle. She can't talk. She just screams, and she is garbage at screaming. She's not even like an NXT Nikki Cross scream. She's just like in class when the lights cut off and that annoying bitch screams. That's Carmella. So that's what she does, and that's just Carmella, man. First, like you don't need her. And just, you don't need to do this, man. You don't need to hype her up. You don't need to do anything with her. Just have her come back, do this thing with Bailey until Sasha gets back, and boom, just send her back to the back to catering, man. Because what other purpose does Carmella serve in this division, or in any division really, but especially SmackDowns? So Carmella's back. Not good, and not needed, but it's good for Bailey. And her best friend Carmella. Good for them, I'd say, because they're gonna have a pay-per-view moment whenever it is. But yeah, bro. So yeah, Carmella's back. Don't know why, but hey, man, it's better than Eva Marie. So that's the least we could say.
Yeah, man, for sure. Also, just now that it comes to me, we have some news on some people in Retribution, the official
Mm-hmm.
people, if you will, or the people that were on Monday Night Raw's little promo package. So, apparently, I found this out, but the so the girl that was talking, I thought it was Kaden Carter, but apparently it was Mercedes Martinez. And now that I'm looking at the picture, I could definitely see her eyes. You could also
True.
see it's clearly Mia Yim, Dio Madden, and Dominik Dijakovic. Obviously, those are the other people in the group. But an interesting one is the dude standing behind Mia Yim all the way to the left
Mm-hmm.
was none other, and now that I'm looking at it, I could definitely see his face, was none other than Mojo Rawley, bro. So, yeah, my thoughts, God, anything with Mojo Rawley attached to it's most likely gonna fail. Look at the hype bros, so there you go. That's all I gotta say for that one. Definitely a more odd group, I'd say. It's just a very odd mix of people, but I just want these people to be unmasked for Christ's sake and debut and have matches. Do something with them, you know? Do something. Like, they're not gonna make much of an impact by just fucking with the lights. It's not gonna really do anything in the grand scheme of things, so. The group just doesn't make sense up until this point. It really doesn't. It's just
Exactly.
ridiculous. What did you think about fucking Mojo?
Mojo, bro. Like, why is he there? Like, anything Mojo does sucks. Look at the Hypros. Even fucking Matt Cordona, Zack Ryder, said that although he loves Mojo as a person, he hates working with him professionally. And can you blame him? Because Mojo Rawley fucking sucks. Remember when he was doing that thing where he would look in the mirror
Painting his
backstage and
face.
talk?
Yeah.
Yeah, where he was gonna turn heel, but then they signed Gronk, so he just stopped that. So
Yeah.
now I'll probably be in Retribution, man, unless they switch him, because they like his role seems to get switched so much. One week it's fucking Shane Thorne, the next week it's fucking Mojo Rawley. So who knows if it's permanent with this fucking group, man? But if it is, I hope he just stays in a mask and doesn't talk and just exist in the group if he has to be in there, man. But yeah, bro, Retribution. They are Emmelining them so much where they're just gonna do this um, lights going off, randomly attacking bullshit for like 2 months, and they're gonna reveal it. Nobody's gonna give a fuck, and then they're gonna blame the fans. That's just how it is. And then all these individual people will probably revert back to what they were before, act like this never happened. So that's what's probably gonna happen with Retribution, man, if they don't debut him like fucking next week on Raw. Speaking of next week Raw, did you see that fucking Raw commercial and their new
R-
tagline for Raw?
raw in your face.
Bro, not every show needs a fucking tagline, especially not Raw. Wonder what fucking SmackDown's gonna be. God, they love their taglines. But back to Retribution, man. This group already means nothing, is for nothing, and has done nothing. They are nothing. And if you don't make them something anytime soon, they'll never be anything. And I mean, I already don't care about them. I'm intrigued on what they could do with them, but will they do anything important? Most likely not. So, Retribution is just another case of them trying, getting a Vince McMahon, getting an idea, executing it hard, and then his interest just slowly dies until that idea is scrapped and forgotten about. It, it literally happened like a month before Retribution happened with the hacker gimmick for Mustafa Ali. So it's just like that, man. Um, yeah. So the groups, not like Dominik Dijakovic is a good. I like Dominik Dijakovic. I like I mean I can like Mercedes Martinez. She has potential. I'd say probably same with Dio Madden. Mia Yim, I recognize she's good, but she's super cringy. So this change of pace might be good for her. But Mojo Rawley is just someone I can never, ever get behind, bro. He'll always be a joke to me, man. So, yeah, Retribution was revealed and Mojo Rawley is in it. If that goes to show you how bad this group already is, it's just, how meaningless it is. I don't know what will, man. So, if they don't debut them soon, they'll never mean anything, bro. But that's my take on Retribution, man, because, God.
Yeah, man, I wish they would have given that role to Ali. Not Mojo's role, but like a leader. Because
Mm-hmm.
I wish he would lead like a group of like anti-heroes. I don't know. Especially because like Ricochet and Apollo are all caught up with him and now the War Raiders are in that. But now, if Ivar is hurt, which we got some news on that, they're probably going to put Mustafa in that role and then just have Eric by himself row.
Bruh.
But you know what? I came across this picture and it made my mind wonder. Why would they give Buddy Murphy the Disciple merch? And then I think it was that same Raw, Seth kicked him out of his cult.
Yeah, makes no sense.
Jesus.
Fucking idiots, man.
I swear. Yeah, man. Moving on here. Man, what's to talk about? I guess we could talk about Ivar or Hansen, as his slave name is Ivar. But anyway, apparently, the whole situation with Hansen or Ivar, however you choose to know him, the whole situation with him is that his injury is not as small as the doctors thought it was, and he has not gotten any word back yet on how serious his injury is, or at least no word publicly has came out to state how serious his injury is. But it is believed to be more serious than we all originally thought. So who knows how long we're looking for him to be out, man. But yeah, my thoughts on this: it absolutely sucks to take another fucking team away from this division when they already have no teams as it is. That's why they have to call up Nakamura and Cesaro for the quarterly brand invitational, because they already botched very, very badly a feud between the Street Profits and the War Raiders. So it absolutely sucks to take another team away from Monday Night Raw, but I mean, it's not like they were going to do anything anyway. But regardless, it sucks to see anybody go down with an injury, man. But yeah, what did you think about this?
Yeah, just that sucks for him, man. Fucking Hanson, bro. Damn. It's just like, I feel like they would have been off TV soon anyway because Sarah Logan is pregnant, so they were gonna have to be taken off TV inevitably anyway. But this is just the worst way to do it, man. Injuries shouldn't happen to anybody, bro. Like, that just sucks for him, man. We all thought it was just a stinger or just something very minor, and it's not, man. It's not. He probably fucking fucked up his fingers, probably, and that just fucking sucks because you can't even do normal shit without your fingers, so that's gonna suck, bro. But you know, this tag division will literally on Raw be literally just the Street Profits. I can't think of another team on Raw right now after this besides the Street Profits, and I don't think there even is one. And so they are clearly, I think they have to, even if they don't want to, they gotta merge the tag divisions, bro. That's their only hope of literally a division. Because on SmackDown now, it is literally only um Lucha House Party, um what's their names? Oh yeah, so Shinsuke and Cesaro, and you could count as in Morrison and Otis and Tucker, but are they like really anything? Because Otis and Tucker, we don't even know what they are at this point. We don't know if Otis is a singles guy truly still, or if he's still a legit tag team with Tucker. We don't fucking know. Miz Morrison, not only are they not a legit tag team, but they're fucking garbage together. So they barely even count. They shouldn't count, but you'd say they do. But Raw literally only has Street Profits now. That is the only team they have on Monday Night Raw, and that is so sad, bro. So sucks for Hanson, man. Sucks for him. And sucks for Ro too, or Ivar, however you want to call him. Wait, wait? Oh, Eric is Ro. Eric is Ro, and then okay, I confuse their slave names, but yeah, bro, sucks for them, man. Sucks for them, man, and it sucks for the entire division because now that division is literally non-existent because they have one team on that Raw tag team division, one single team, and it's your champions. So it's just like, goddamn, man. But yeah, bro, that's my thoughts on Hanson, Ivar, whatever you want to say, man. Sucks for him. But let's just hope he could recover as fast as possible.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. That is the last thing that this already dead tag division needed was to have another team taken out. But, uh, hmm.
I had some news on Hell in a Cell too. Its date was moved.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. It's October 25th now, right? When was it gonna be
Because
before?
I think not October 35th, the 5th of November, I think it was gonna be.
Really?
But yeah, or no, or November 1st it was gonna be, and
That's weird.
but their what's it called? Their Thunderdome like contract for the
Yeah.
Thunderdome ends literally on Halloween, so they just moved it so they could fit it in there.
Are they gonna go back to the
I think it's just the uncertainty of not,
just in
still
case?
doing the, yeah. So that's probably it, man. Because they can't do LSL in no damn um, PC unless they already expanded it, which I highly doubt they got that done in time.
Yeah. Well, there you go, man. Hell in a Cell, October 25th. Um, moving on here. We got some news on. Uh, I guess we could talk about the Dominic. Oh, wait, shit. We got the AEW thing. Okay, so, anyway, here we go. So this past Wednesday on AEW Dynamite, obviously we were all anticipating who Kip Sabian's best man was going to be on the show. This is the most interesting thing that Kip Sabian has ever been in. And yeah, this was his moment, man. He had his moment to reveal who his best man was. And I think we all knew this was going to be the spot where we see our after the big pay-per-view debut. And what do you know, man? We ended up getting the Beast from Bulgaria, as Excalibur said, Miro Rusev. And he cut a very disgruntled promo saying 10 years of being under the same glass ceiling, reaching for imaginary brass rings, and then he ended up saying that you could take those brass rings and shove them up your ass. Um, and he said, "I'm here because elite recognizes elite." So that was a badass line. And what do you know, man? We got Miro Rusev in AEW. My quick thoughts on this man. I I did not like that they kind of paired him with Kip Sabian, but on the brighter side, I think being that he is going to be in another wedding segment with Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford, I think he will end up turning on um, on Kip Sabian. I think he will be one of AEW's brutes. Which he absolutely can. He looks fantastic. I love the way he talks, his promo skill, his charisma. Rusev is awesome, and I think he's gonna do big things, man. I think he's gonna do big things. I'm very excited for to see what he's going to do in AEW. I think it's a long time coming, man. I really do, and I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him. And no, this is not another case of AEW picking up ex WWE guys, dude. These people are still human beings. They can work wherever the fuck they want. If they're not happy in one place, what did you expect them to do? Stay there? Come on now. So Rusev is going to be in AEW now, and he's going to be happy. That's the most important thing, and that's awesome, man. That's awesome, and I'm excited to see what he does here, man. But yeah, like I said, I did not like that they kind of paired him with Kip Sabian, but I think that will change pretty quickly. And yeah, dude, this is going to be an awesome run for him, and I'm happy for him. First and foremost, bro. So yeah, what did you think about the debut of Miro in AEW?
Kind of shocked me, but then I realized it kind of made sense with like the Twitch and
Right.
it made sense. But you got a pop from me in my room. You got a little pop from me. I popped. I love Rusev, Miro. Um, and good for him, man. Good for him, bro. Um, Miro Day is on the rise again, and and he's back, and he cut that amazing promo where he talked about the brass rings being imaginary, and him saying, what didn't he say, like screw your brass rings, or what did he say? Did he
Oh,
say screw?
he said you could take your brass rings and shove them up
And
your
shove it up.
ass.
Oh yeah, and shove them up on your ass, or however his broken ass English said it. But that promo was amazing, man. That was really amazing. You know that came from the heart, man. You know he felt that, bro, because that's what he was told, man. And because Vince always talks about those imaginary brass rings, that someone just has to grab them. But anytime someone does, and it's not in their plans, that they don't even write till the show starts itself, they're buried. So, and Rusev is a victim, a literal victim of that with Rusev Day, with him and a Englishman. So, good for him. Good for good for Rusev, bro. And he is having another wedding segment, this time with Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford. So I think you were right when you said he's probably going to turn heel, probably, or just turn on Kip Sabian, because we don't know what he is right now. But he probably will turn on Kip Sabian and spew another line of, I don't want to be in another shitty wedding segment, or something like that, man. So that's going to be cool. Whenever Samoa Joe, I'm looking at the goddamn screen. Whenever Rusev does that, whenever that segment is that segment next week?
No, actually, I don't think so.
Okay, yeah, I didn't think it was. I think it's in like 2 or 3 weeks. Or I don't even know if they announced it yet, but yeah, whenever that segment happens, man, we all know Rusev's gonna do something. They're gonna turn on Kip Sabian, destroy this shit, wreck shit. But I'm just excited to see what he does in AEW, bro. What he goes for, who he goes for, and it's good for him, man. Good for him, and he is not a WWE reject. Like, come on, man. That saying makes no sense. By that logic, fucking AJ Styles is in TNA, fucking New Japan, and whatever else he was in Reject. And is he? No. No one's a reject of anything. Like, come on. That's just is like, let's say person A is on this football team, and that football team treats him like shit. when he leaves and goes to another team, is he a reject of that team? No. How it just doesn't make sense when people say spew that garbage, man. And I saw one comment on this dude. He was like, "Yeah, I just can't wait for AEW to shut down and go out of business. That day's gonna be fun." Like, people are such goons, man. People just want the fall of these people and AEW so bad, and it's just funny because they just got their another million views on Dynamite this week. Good for them, man. Good for Rusev, bro. But that's my thoughts on the Rusev debut. Shocking, got a pop for me, and good for him, bro. It's gonna be some good shit.
Yeah, 100%, man. I don't understand how anybody can be a reject when they are having their day, so to speak, chanted at an independent show that he's not even on. So,
Mm-hmm.
fucking people, I don't know where they come up with shit, man. So, with that logic, if you worked at McDonald's and they treat you like shit, so you go to Burger King, are you considered a McDonald's reject? Come on.
Apparently.
That's a lot of people bring that up with guys like Zack Ryder and stuff. Like, motherfucker, they denied him. He didn't get fucking. He's not a reject. He was over as fuck. They just beat it into everybody's brains that this guy's a jobber. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And eventually, how are we gonna care about somebody 6 years later when he's still in the same place, doing the same thing as he was for the past 5 years before that? You know what I mean? So,
Mm-hmm.
no. Most of the time, these people that they have employed are unbelievable, and they give them this role. I mean, come on. They're not rejected, actually. Well, they really aren't rejected because if WWE didn't, if the world didn't go through this pandemic, they'd still be all sitting in catering. Doesn't look like they're rejected then because they're still employed, so it doesn't make any sense. I don't understand people. They didn't get rejected. They got released because they had to cut pay costs for somebody whose net worth is moving up. So it's not necessarily their fault. What do you expect them to do? Sit home and do nothing because they don't want to go to the competition? Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Speaking of people sitting in catering, there are a lot of people sitting in catering because one of the people that is filling up a lot of the TV time that should be given to people like Kevin Owens, Aleister Black, Mustafa Ali, Ricochet, Apollo Crews, the War Raiders, Bianca Belair, and many, many more, are Dominik Mysterio, man. Dominik Mysterio. Now look, by no means do I think the kid is bad. I don't think he's bad in the ring. I think he's in the beginning steps. I think he's learning. But this story I have here seems a little ridiculous to me, and yeah, no. Okay, so the story is WWE sees Dominik Mysterio as a top babyface on Raw. One of the top babyfaces. Not the top babyface. Obviously, that's reserved for Drew McIntyre, but a top babyface on Raw. And motherfucker, do you understand? Do you understand who the talent you possess on this roster? You do understand you have Ricochet and Mustafa Ali and Bianca Belair and the War Raiders and Aleister Black before they turned him heel. And who's that guy? I don't know, Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe. I'm sure he's more than ready to come back by now. And it's okay to have a two-man commentary team, by the way. You don't need three men. So Samoa Joe can come back and everything will be just fine. And through all of that, you have this guy being looked at as a top babyface because of who his dad is. You're telling me if Rey Mysterio went to AEW a couple months ago, Dominik would be a top babyface on Raw? He wouldn't even be on Raw. He'd be fucking across the street from the Performance Center training. They probably would have released him. That probably would have released
Probably.
him with AOP. That's another thing. They lost them, too. Jesus. Anyway. Yeah. No. That's absolutely ridiculous to me. I don't give a fuck whose son you are. He is good in the ring. He's learning, right? But there are a handful, two handfuls actually, of people that are more than willing to grab or take that spot, grab those brass rings, if you will. So to say that, to say that, what is it? To say that Dominik Mysterio should be placed anywhere above a Kevin Owens or an Aleister Black or a Mustafa fucking Ali, who is one of the most organic baby faces you have, and Ricochet, who is one of those guys that's just genuinely exciting as fuck to watch. We had the pleasure of seeing him live, but you could even tell through TV. The guy is just exciting as fuck to watch. And if you don't believe me, please be my guest and go watch NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4 back in 2019? No, 18. Adam Cole versus Ricochet. Dude, come on. Even the War Games match. Even the Gargano match. You would be a fool to tell me that this guy shouldn't be placed over somebody who's just Rey Mysterio's son? Come on now. That's such a shitty way to do business. It honestly is, man. You are, and I understand he's making a new star, and that's fine, because that's what you're supposed to do. But when there's people that are more deserving of that spot, especially because Dominik is a future star, without a doubt. I mean, he's good for his age. I mean, somebody else, some other people his age are probably way better, like the Velveteen Dream, even though, I mean, he's very good in the ring, but his chances of ever being over are completely dead. But Rhea Ripley, obviously, there's other 23-year-old people that make him look sick. Leo Rush as well, in the ring, that make him look like a complete idiot in the ring. But he's promising. I guess you could say, like, in another 5 years, I think he'll be solid in the ring. It's so blatant what they're doing here. They are, and the thing that gets me is they would not be acting like this if Rey Mysterio was not in WWE anymore. If he would have went to AEW, no question, without a doubt, this kid would have been buried already. Done. Dead in the water would have been fucking Dominik Mysterio. But just because of who his dad is, just because of the privilege of who his dad is, that is simply why he's been giving the spot he has. And for him, you can't even use the excuse, oh, he worked his ass off. No, dude. He looks like...
Just started.
Yeah, exactly. He looks like he just hopped in the ring 3 weeks ago, which is exactly what he did. So, it just genuinely doesn't make any sense, and it pisses me off for the other people on the roster that are way more deserving of that spot, and that could actually be doing something with that spot instead of a handful of matches with Seth Rollins that clearly is just going nowhere. They're just fighting over eyeballs and kendo stick shots. Like, what the fuck are you guys fighting over? It's done. It's over. Get over it. Look, I don't know what else to say. But here we are. Dominik Mysterio is seen as a top babyface for all of the wrong reasons, mind you. And, yeah, man, what do you think about this?
Yeah, bro. Fucking Dominik is not the top babyface of Raw, or not even a top babyface of Raw. Like, we get it. The kid's not bad, but he literally just started training like last year, bro. Like, dude, he belongs in a fucking high school gym right now.
I look
That's
better on the
real
trampoline.
thing.
I look better mixing
Seriously.
it up with fucking you on a trampoline or on the fucking rock hard fucking grass in the middle of fucking October.
At fucking 2 in the morning. No, 3 in the morning. Yeah, but like,
Do you remember how bad our backs hurted after that?
oh my god, our backs hurted, bro. That one winged angel you gave me, my
So,
ass hurted.
so if you guys do not know, man, just a little bit of story time before Sir K continues. So I don't know what ailed us to do this, but I think it was our sophomore year during the summer.
Hmm.
For some odd reason, we just decided at 3 in the morning. Hey man, you want to go take some bumps in the grass? Oh, I know what it was. We were watching Neville. We were watching like Neville when
Oh
he was
god.
younger wrestle with his friends on the grass, and we're like, yo, we should go take some bumps on the grass. So we go outside and it's like misting rain out. So both of our we had to take our glasses off because we couldn't fucking see anything. And and we were honestly just taking bumps in the backyard. And so somehow it escalated and we started having this fucking horrible match, but it was better than anything
Horrible.
Dominik Mysterio could ever do at his age. So we had this fucking 5-star classic in the fucking backyard for no reason at 3 in the morning. And somehow it escalated to me giving my man Sir K here a one-winged angel on the fucking grass, and it fucking hurt my ass bone so bad, bro.
Never mind.
It was fucking.
Fuck.
It was a bad situation.
Oh
We needed a
god.
trampoline when we were in high school. God, we
Swear,
could have
bro, we
used one
still
of
need
those.
one.
I know. They still need one of those,
Um,
bro. That'd be mighty
Still
fun.
some more shit. That would be fucking amazing, bro. God damn, just wrestled in the grass for no reason.
There you go, man. The one-winged fucking grass. The one fucking the one-bladed lawnmower. There you go. We go fucking on the
Whatever the
grass,
god,
man.
bro.
Whatever.
His bone was hurt.
Yeah. And do you remember the next morning when we woke up? Oh
Oh, bro.
fuck. My
That
fucking
shit hurt.
back hurted. I was fucking giving you purple rainmakers and shit. And fucking my
I
fucking
know.
lumbars
Just
hurting. My
working.
fucking legs. My fucking ass. My back. That was a bad situation. We had bruises all over our back. That
Oh, yeah. Our
was
backs were fucked up.
horrible,
That
man.
uneven ass grass. That
Oh,
hard ass grass.
can you imagine if we did that now? How uneven the grass
Oh
is?
my god.
Oh, fuck that.
Mm-mm. That backyard, bro. Our ass would
Yeah.
die.
Yeah, man, but yeah. So anyway, that was a story. That was a quick story time of me giving Sir K the one-winged angel on the grass, man. We were some troopers, man. We were taking real men bumps at age
So,
16. So there you go, man. Anyway, what were you saying?
yeah, bro. So Dominic, man, Dominic. He is not a top heel. He is not a top baby face on Raw, man. First of all, I am tired of this fucking storyline between Seth, Dominic, and Rey Mysterio, bro. This has been. It should have ended before SummerSlam, let alone at SummerSlam, and it's still going on. Like, dude, I don't want to see these two in a ring for like a decade at this fucking point, man. Dominic, he's not bad. He really isn't. He has potential, but you were right when you were talking about Dominic is another case of you wouldn't be here without your family, man. Dominic, if he wasn't Rey Mysterio's son, Dominic would literally be in a college fucking gym right now wrestling, or fucking at the very most in an AEW. At the very bare, I don't even think so.
He'd be on
Yet.
Dark.
Yeah, it'd be a fucking AEW Dark match. That's where he'd fucking be.
There you go.
But like,
Yeah, we should air our fucking cinematic match on fucking AEW Dark. Get some eyes on the
sure, bro.
podcast. The fucking
Yeah,
we gotta
should make a
recreate the
cinematic
spot.
match. We gotta do it.
Who the
That would
fuck
be
do we get to
amazing.
film it?
I have no
The neighbors?
just them just filming us doing this. God,
Just killing each other.
bro, your flimsy ass deck. We could put each other through that deck.
There you go. I could
Oh.
fucking we could do the Sammy Guevara Matt Hardy spot onto
Yeah,
the big pile of branches. There you go.
yeah, boom.
Man, we got
Jump
some
off the
ideas.
roof.
Yeah, bro.
Exactly, bro.
Put you through the garage door.
Oh,
Even
bro.
though we could just have it unlocked and like open, but it'll look cool.
You like have it like come down on me and like look like it crushes me, but it doesn't.
There you go.
That would be some sick shit. But anyway, back to time.
AEW
Like
Dark.
AEW Dark match. Goddamn. Just a cinematic match on AEW Dark. Just damn. But
The
yeah, bro.
Chicago Street Fight Backyard
Oh,
Edition.
true. We go have it on the MTS3 at 3 in the morning. Just filming a match. But yeah, bro, Dominic is not a top babyface. Stop trying to make him. And you have so many people on Raw that are great babyfaces. Like you said, Mustafa Ali. They have Ricochet. They have their true top babyface, Drew McIntyre. They have Keith Lee. They have Keith Lee again. Keith Lee. He's on your show, Vince. I don't know if you know that. But bro, you have so many great baby faces
Did you see they
on
booked him
Raw.
in a match against McIntyre?
Really?
Yeah, they just
Oh
love booking
god.
themselves into corners. I don't know what the problem
Seriously,
is
man.
here.
How much you want to bet Orton's gonna fucking
Yeah,
DQ that match? God
Keith
damn.
Lee's just gonna feel so unimportant.
Swear, bro. But yeah, bro, Dominic's not a top baby face. I don't care what you tried, how you try to spin it. He is nowhere near a top baby face. He is just on the show, man. These, these, he should still be training, bro. Like, the kid's not bad in the ring. His voice, he can't cut a promo. His voice is so fucking squeaky. And I give the best Dominic impression in the world of his squeaky ass voice. But he can't even cut a promo, bro.
It's
So,
I would not be telling I would not be telling the viewers that.
man, I
It's
got the
not.
best Dominic impression. Easy. But, yeah, bro, there's so many people you could put in the top babyface spot other than a Dominic. So, you literally have so many people, so many, who are leagues, and I mean leagues better than Dominic, man. So, it's just our favoritism showing. But this favoritism wouldn't be here if Ray left. If Ray left and went to AEW, Dominic would be the biggest fucking joke they could ever come up with. And that's just how it is, bro. But, yeah, bro, that's my opinion on the Dominic situation. God damn.
Yeah, man, 100%. Two more stories here. Also, some news on Monday Night Raw. Vince McMahon, last Monday, that being the August or September 7th edition of Monday Night Raw, Vince McMahon did not read the fucking script until he was on his way to Orlando. And mind you, he got to the arena an hour before the show started. So he essentially read the script with about, I want to say, probably a good 4 to 5 hours before he went on air. My God. Long-term booking, as you can tell, is WWE has clearly mastered it. You know, considering the fact when this guy reads the script 5 hours, roughly like 5-6 hours before the show starts, and just to end up, and he's been doing this for a very long time, crumbling up the script and rewriting it himself. Clearly, these people have mastered long-term booking. Who the fuck runs weekly television like that? Who? Dude, it makes my head hurt how stupid this guy is. I don't even know what to say at this point. Dude, it's not that hard. It's all I have to say for this, man. It's not that hard to just book shit. It's not that hard to make plans. It's really not. It's not that hard to make plans, dude. That's all I could say. I don't know what the guy's problem is. Build stars and implement that in long-term booking. If you want, example, if you want Aleister Black to be title match ready by next year's WrestleMania, but it looks like that's going to Brock. Um, Start building him up now. Make him look credible by the time we get to Mania. Don't start building him up 2 weeks before the Royal Rumble, because that's the kind of shit they do. Well, they have people lose going into the Royal Rumble and then have them win it, like, or they have the SmackDown Tag Team Champions lose tonight. Who is that going to help? It's not going to help the Lucha House Party because they already have been irrelevant as shit. Or other than Kalisto, he looks great nowadays. But before that, I mean, this group was practically useless ever since you took them from 205. Then we move to Cesaro and Nakamura. What the fuck does it do for them going into a champ versus champ match on Monday? What the hell? What? Why are they losing? Yet your long-term plans are to have Brock Lesnar come back and face Drew McIntyre in a WWE title match. Stop putting the title on Brock. And then you know at SummerSlam, the fucking goons and the idiots on Twitter are going to be like, who's going to beat the Beast? Everybody has at this point. I could beat the Beast. Beat the Beast. It'll probably end up being Drew again. McIntyre versus Brock 3. Who will win? Get out of here with this bullshit. Who gives a fuck to see people beat Lesnar? Yes, we get it. He can lose. It's not as unbelievable as it was when Goldberg beat him in 2016 when you done built him up for 2 years. I mean, what's the problem here? What's the problem here? You have all these people sitting in front of your face, yet you're worried about Brock. What the fuck? You wouldn't have to worry about Brock if you built these people up. Like this guy you see on the screen, the lifer. Wouldn't have to worry about that. I mean, come on. It makes no sense to me. You read the script 5 to 6 hours before the show goes on air. Yeah, the only long-term plans you have in mind is where can we slot Brock in here for Mania next year? Who cares? Nobody wants to see him. Who gives a shit? It's fucking ridiculous. And that is the perfect way to erase everything you did with McIntyre in the past year. It's the perfect way. If your plan is to erase the whole Drew McIntyre big title win, go ahead and do that. But I can tell you this right now, that's not the plan you should be going for at all. That's ridiculous. Stop putting the title on Brock. We know it. People can beat Brock. It's not unbelievable. It's people can do it. It's ridiculous at this point. What do you think about this, man?
Vince, bro, Vince, like, we all know that Vince is like that. He'll finish a script in the middle of a fucking show. But, like, dude, you have all the time in the world right now to plan for shows for the whole year, really. In all reality, you have enough time to plan for the rest of the year, up to Mania. But, do you choose to? No, because Vince has the attention span of a fish and has to book show to show. He has to, if he doesn't like something, he'll just scrap it, do something new. Look at the hacker storyline. You think if Vince planned actually long-term booked that the hacker gimmick even could have been scrapped? No, but since Vince McMahon books week to week, it's obvious. Like, look at Retribution 2, they change on a dime, bro. 1 week this person's a member, next week they're not. Next week there's a new member, next week there's not. It's just the Vince McMahon way at this point, man. And they want to bring Brock back for whatever reason. For the WWE title, Armenia, for some reason. Like, dude. First of all, Brock doesn't need a title anytime soon. Anymore, reality. I never want to see another title on that man again. But it's just, you don't need Brock. And they're gonna book Brock so sloppily, because they always do. It's like you said, it's the same story every time. Can insert name beat Brock. Clearly, Roman can beat Brock. Seth can beat Brock. Goldberg, McIntyre. I feel like there was another person, I can't think of them. No, Joe. course, Samoa Joe is the one
Yeah.
besides Strowman to not be Brock. So of course, that's just their logic, man. But dude, no one wants to see Brock Lesnar, and if you booked these shows all like long-term booking, you wouldn't have to worry week to week. Vince McMahon could sit on his ass, do jack fuck, only really plan if there's an injury or something like that. Like, you're just stressing yourself planning week to week, and the shows suck from it. Look at your ratings. They're already going back down for Raw and SmackDown. They peaked at 2 million like 2 weeks ago. It's already back down to 1.7. Dude, your show is so bad. And long-term booking is the easiest way to at least try to counter that. Book for Mania right now. Start teasing it right now. It's not that hard. It's really not. I used to do it for my fucking universe mode, and I think Vince McMahon could do it for his actual fucking company. So, Vince McMahon books week to week. Shocker. It's just the Vince McMahon way, bro, and it's just, we're always gonna hear about stuff like this. I can't wait till the day where he didn't even write a show till after it was happening, and he didn't realize it was over yet. I'm waiting for that day, bro. But, you know, this news doesn't come as a shocker, but it's just an obvious reason of many on why these shows fucking suck, man. But, that's my point of view on this Vince McMahon topic.
Yeah, and I wouldn't bite your tongue. I wouldn't bite your tongue about not talking about Vince, because we got one more story, and it is regarding Vince. Let me just run through this list and make sure we went through everything. Yes, we did. Okay, last story, guys, as we wrap it up here. Okay, Andrew Yang, man, somebody who ran for the presidential election, but I believe he dropped out. He called Vince McMahon's company dehumanizing and shit. What was the other thing he said?
Inhuman.
Yes, absolutely inhuman and dehumanizing. And he is reportedly looking into ways to start a wrestlers union, because if you guys do not know, Vince McMahon titles all of his employees as independent contractors, even though they are exclusive to WWE. And yeah, so the one thing that WWE does, literally the one thing WWE does for them is they don't have any kind of benefits or anything like that. So, but the only thing they do for them is they get them flights out to the shows. But only experienced wrestlers, quote unquote, get VIP flight accommodations. The other ones, I guess, have to fucking fly commercial. And that's got to be incredibly annoying on them, because Vince McMahon gets a whole plane to himself, and they have to ride. You know what I mean? Like, dude, they're going the same way you are. Like, just take them with you. Just like he did in Saudi Arabia when he took his guys and they fled Saudi Arabia while the other motherfuckers had to wait out there for, I think it was 8 hours, they said. And this guy, Andrew Yang, is looking in to start a wrestlers union to the point where they get benefits, and I'm pretty sure that would mean... Oh, yeah, and also what they have to do, WWE superstars have to they have to book their own hotels, and they have to, what's the other thing? Get their own rental cars and pay for their own food on the road. So, the only one that literally sounds like doable is the food. Because, I mean, if you're just paying for yourself or your friends, I mean, you're making a shit ton of money. So, like, that, to me, that doesn't sound big, but, like, rental car, and they have to book their own hotel, and... they have to, if Vince basically doesn't like you, you have to fly commercial.
God.
Jesus Christ. So, Andrew Yang is looking into how to start a union for wrestlers, and I absolutely think that's wonderful. I think it's something that they should have done, and it's been denied a couple times, and these guys absolutely should. They should not be considered an independent contractor when they are exclusive to WWE, and They WWE works them four to five nights a row pre-pandemic. Obviously now they just go in for the taping, so it's a lot lighter of a schedule. But hey, literally the whole time before this, they work these guys to the fucking bone, and they absolutely deserve benefits and shit like that. I also think WWE uh pays for the surgeries if they get hurt in the ring. I'm pretty sure they should. If they don't,
They
I'm
should.
pretty
I don't
sure.
think they do though.
Um. So yeah, man, I think it's wonderful. That they that he's looking into doing that for these people because I mean it's what they deserve, bro. This is their job. They're not independent contractors at all. They're exclusive to your company, so I think it's only right. I think it's only right to um you know, put these
Hmm.
guys in some kind of union. I think it's just the right thing to do for the business, for the wrestlers, and um, just to say fuck Vince. But who knows, man? Everybody will be buried before we know it.
Oh
So
God.
what do you think about this, man?
Good for them, man. Good for them because not only do they deserve it, but they need it because he's not wrong. Vince McMahon and WWE is dehumanizing and inhuman in and out of the ring because in the ring they make you either a joke or if they like you they try to make you something, but it's usually not what you're supposed to be and you get hated for it. Out of the ring, you have to deal with this god awful, terrible schedule. Pre-pandemic, but still. And you have to, do it all by yourself. You have to book all your hotels, your plane tickets, unless you're experienced, which that means unless Vince likes you or not. Um, and you got to fly a fucking commercial with the fucking mom with her baby that won't shut up. Um, you know, it's just it's what should be done, bro. Because um, it, this isn't an office job. You're not sitting on your ass. You're getting hurt. Like you're. This whole sport is literally just getting hurt. That's what it is. It's a combat sport. That's what it's supposed to be, or entertainment combat sport. But still, it's what it's supposed to be. These people should have medical benefits. They should have retirement plans because they could just pull a fucking Briscoe on you and just release you after 35 years, and that's it. Checks are done. How are you gonna pay your bills? So it's just like that, man. They are not independent contractors, no matter what Vince says, and it's everyone knows they're not independent contractors, but no one will challenge Vince McMahon because his legal team is that great. No wrestler would challenge Vince McMahon, but this dude, Andrew Yang, he's got the balls to, and I respect him for that, man. And I hope he gets it done, man. It's just what should be needed, man. All these guys should have all these benefits with their families included in those benefits, man. They shouldn't have to pay for hotels, or at the very least, they shouldn't have to book them themselves. Because that's just a fucking annoying process they probably have to go through so much, especially with the rental cars. That like that's just fucked up, man. And that's just how it is, bro. That's just how it is in Vince McMahon. Greedy person. It's all about the money with Vince McMahon, and the position that these guys are in as independent contractors shows that, man. But a union would be good for these guys. It'd be perfect, especially with that fucking schedule and how they treat them. Because they shouldn't have to go through that bullshit. They already have Vince McMahon to deal with, and that schedule, medical bills for not only them but their kids, their wives, their husbands. Who knows? They have to pay for that too, out of their pocket, and that's just fucked up, man. So, and it's just a good thing that I hope goes through, man. And I mean, people attempted it before. It was attempted back in like the early '90s, but Hulk Hogan snitched to Vince McMahon about it, and it was shut down. So no wonder people hate Hulk Hogan. There's multiple reasons, but just another one in itself. But it's just like I hope it goes through, man, because they deserve it and they need it, and they shouldn't be without it, but they always been. So that's how it is, bro. But I just hope it goes through in the end, bro. That's all I could hope for these guys.
Yeah, man, for sure. 100%. After doing some research, I did find out that most of his surgeries, most of the surgeries, WWE does pay for, and Matt Hardy's even been on record saying every surgery he had WWE paid for. So
Good.
at least they do that, because if
At
somebody gets
least.
hurt in your ring, you have to, I mean,
Paid it.
pay up, bruh. So,
Yeah, pay
yeah,
me.
so, which is good, but yeah, these guys absolutely need a union. I definitely think that's an awesome thing. And I wish this Mark would have became president. But, hey,
Swear.
it's neither here or there. But, yeah, man, I mean, it's definitely an awesome thing. I mean, healthcare, especially for these guys. I don't know why they don't have any kind of benefits, or retirement plans or anything like that. And like you said, look at Gerald Briscoe. So yeah, man, I definitely think you are 100% correct. So yeah, I mean, it, it's dehumanizing. It's not human. You know what I mean? The system on screen and off, man. It's just dehumanizing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you're treating these people as if they're some kind of robots. That, like, listen, man. Wrestlers get paid a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but they do not get paid on the same amount of NBA people. And they get an off season. Fuck. Wrestlers don't, you know what I mean? Um like 2.5 million in professional sports is practically nothing. And and wrestlers work a lot more than people in professional sports. It's just ridiculous. And yeah, man, they need definitely some kind of union, because it's it's just more beneficial. And if WWE is just more beneficial to them, to the talent,
Mm-hmm.
because at the end of the day, bro, like are human too. They deserve human things going to work, like benefits and all that kind of shit, retirement plans. It's things that you would expect, you know what I mean? But when you're going to
Mm-hmm.
work for somebody who, it's probably one of the most grueling jobs in the world, and you are killing yourself, and WWE treats you like an employee but calls you an independent contractor, is absolutely fucking ridiculous. And
Mm-hmm.
it needs to be called out, and I'm glad it is, man. So there you go. Yeah, man. Is there anything else you gotta say?
No, I think I'm good, bro.
All right, guys. So without further ado, it ended up being longer than I thought, but hey, I guess it's a good thing.
Hey,
So
man.
there you
So,
go. Yeah, man. So that is gonna do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast. And yeah, man. The next time we'll be joining you guys on the podcast here will be for Notorious Unscripted sometime next week. So there you go, man. That is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Hills podcast. Not much news today, but hey, we made the most out of it. A lot of talking points here. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, man. So, again, if you guys do not know who I am, if this was your first time watching, I am Johnny Mayhem.
I'm Sir K.
And that is going to do it for this episode, you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys for Notorious Unscripted.
Peace.